When's the last time you went on a trip or you planned a vacation and everything happened exactly according to plan? I've never been on one of those trips, but maybe you have. Chances are that something happened that threw things off course or things you had to adjust. You had to modify your plans, you had to redirect, reroute, do something, right? Let's talk about that and how it pertains to your health journey. Welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Dr. Anjali, the founder of Back in Balance. I'm a non cracking, non popping chiropractor and integrative functional nutrition specialist. I really love helping families and workplaces optimize health by moving well, eating well, and living well. And I'm especially passionate about empowering families as they navigate this 5 trimester journey from preconception to postpartum and beyond by taking a 360 approach to nervous system regulation. So let's talk about this health journey. If you're like many of my practice members, myself even, health is a journey, right? It's not a singular event that happens. Fortunately, unfortunately, there is a series of steps that take place, and the real benefit to doing any of these kind of health modifications is really the consistency with it, right? And that's usually where we start to fall off because things will start getting good. We start feeling good. We start liking the way we're looking or feeling in our bodies. And then it's like, this is almost too good. Or the brain really wants to protect us from stepping into unfamiliar spaces. And so when we're kind of entering this new being or this new way of being, our brain says, I don't know if that is safe yet. And so then we start to go back into our old habits. Or perhaps things are going along really well. You're doing all the things and then something happens like you go on vacation and the food available to you is different, or the bed is different, or the environment is just different overall. Or it could be anything, right? It could be you get really busy at work, or something happens in your family, or any kind of detour that we have to take can sometimes really throw us off track. And the challenge can be that getting ourselves back on track, because sometimes we might really have the motivation to make those changes. And even if we saw benefit from it, even if we started feeling great, sometimes when we get derailed, it's like, well, do I really want to invest all that energy and time and effort into making those choices again? And sometimes yes, and sometimes it's, well, I wasn't doing that badly, or I feel good enough right now. And so then we start to go back into our old habits. So, what we've really wanted to do for our practice members after nearly 20 years of being in practice is really create a program where we can help people step by step continue the motivation and the accountability, because sometimes it's hard to make those changes when it's just you doing it for yourself. And sometimes having a community of people who are going through similar changes, maybe facing similar struggles or experiencing wins to help motivate you and themselves, can really help change the trajectory or the speed in which we can take these lifestyle changes and integrate them so that it doesn't have to be a conscious thought all the time, but rather just a way of being. So, what we've put together is the Healthy Human Program. If you're interested, the link is below for you to register. We will take people through a step by step program for over 3 months where we just go week by week, one habit, one lifestyle change at a time, so that we can really embrace this whole health journey and not focus on it as a 21-day challenge or a 1 week detox or whatever you might have tried to reset and reboot your health and well-being, right? So all of that stuff is really great. The 21-day, the 7-day cleanse, whatever you might have tried. However, we really want to make it sustainable, and it's not really sustainable if any of you have looked into weight loss programs or anything like that, where it's really low calorie intake for a period of time so you can drop the weight. That's not really sustainable or enjoyable, in my opinion. So, we really want to make this something that you can continue to do without a lot of effort or a lot of conscious thought behind it, right? And it just starts to become really natural and really easy as part of your lifestyle and the way that you live it. So if you're interested in finding out more, please click on the link below. We'd love to help you, your family, your loved ones so that we can really start to create a shift in our collective health where we can move well, eat well, live well as a community so that we're not just doing this by ourselves for ourselves, right? So, really, the next time you think about what you're eating, what you're doing, if you're starting to get frustrated or unmotivated, just remember this singular event doesn't define your whole health, but really it's an opportunity to look at how can we make these small changes incrementally so that we can really start to improve our health journey and enjoy that whole experience. It's just like if you've been on a really fun trip before, chances are there was a series of events that made the whole trip really fruitful or really enjoyable for you, right? Even if there were some hiccups along the way, that's life, right? Life is always going to be happening. So the ability to reroute with more ease and with more support is really what we're here for. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.